All right. So I'm learning. I'm trying to get better at doing this, at playing solo shows, and I've been watching other people, other singer-songwriters that do shows with just an acoustic guitar. It's a thing that some people do, and some people are good at it, and but most of them aren't. And one of the things that a lot of them do that pisses me off is they introduce songs, and it's never occurred to me to introduce a song. But the reason it pisses me off is because they do it like this. They'll say, I wrote this song about Satan riding a horse in the fog. It's called Satan Horse Fog. One time I was on a walk and I saw the moon come up through the trees. The song's called Moon Coming Up Through the Trees. You know what I'm saying? You've seen people do that, right? Wrote this song about trying to break someone's heart. No, you didn't. You're just killing time. They're killing time. They could have fit more songs in, is what I'm saying. But then sometimes I think that there are songs that could use a little background, and I'm gonna play one of mine. And the background, it's quite extensive. There's only a few more songs left after this. I used to work at a liquor store when I was 18 years old in Southern Illinois. Oh, you've heard this story? You have? What? Some of you have, but you're gonna ruin it for everybody else. So I shouldn't have asked if you'd heard it already. So I was 18 years old and I couldn't drink. It's not legal to drink, but they made me a night manager. And they gave me a gun. And so I'd make night deposits with the gun and put the gun back in the safe. And it was a shady place. It was really, really run by some pretty scary people. And they had three liquor stores that were each in different distributorships. And so they would buy liquor wherever it was cheapest and they would bootleg it, because you're not allowed to do that. They're monopolies to the store, whatever store they wanted it to go to. So that would send me, say they got 1,000 cases of Budweiser at the best price at one of their other stores, they'd send me in a school bus to pick up 1,000 cases of Budweiser with the seats taken out so they wouldn't put it up past the window. So 18 years old driving 1,000 cases of Budweiser. And put it on the floor in our store, but the problem would be when the representative from our distributorship would come in, they could look at the codes on it and they could tell if it was from a different distributor, and they would get really pissed off. And so my manager would come up and say, you gotta get this Budweiser off the floor. And so then I'd have to take 1,000 cases of Budweiser and hide them in the woods. Behind the store, and you cover it up with Bacardi umbrellas and coolers, and so the guy that was my boss, he was the scariest one. He didn't own the place, but he was my manager, and he would come up every once in a while. One would get busy, and he'd say, I left something for you on the copying machine, man. And you go in the office and you look on the copying machine, and there would be the tiniest, most minuscule lines of cocaine you've ever seen in your life. Like single grains lined up. It's like humiliating. So one of the other things that they did while I was working there is they burnt one of their stores down. I'm confessing to a lot of crimes. They burned one of the stores down, and then they sent me and the other stock guys that worked with me to get liquor from that store after the claims adjusters had left and bring it to our store. And we would put all of the bottles that had an intact label on them on the shelves in our store, and they let us keep everything else. So we had this like singed bar at this apartment that we had around the corner from the store. It was the best stocked bar in Southern Illinois, but all the bottles look like the ones you win at the fair. Joe got fired, my boss got fired, and he came back and robbed the place during the day, during business hours, with my gun. So this song is called I Worked at a Liquor Store in Southern Illinois. I was 18 years old. They made me a night manager. I wasn't old enough to drink. They gave me a gun.
Did you have insurance?
I think you've missed the point of my story. I did not have insurance, no. So the reason I'm telling you all of this is because of all the places I worked in my life, this one has penetrated my consciousness in a way that I can't shake, and it shows up in my dreams all the time. And I wrote a song about that, and that's what I'm going to play for you. All right, so you're like, yeah, play a song. Remember those songs? 8 tiny lines of cocaine left on a copy machine in an empty corner of a dream. My sleep could not complete. The sirens and the birds, and you and I are too far apart. And my eyes need a shave. What else can go wrong? And now that I'm not longed for, while life seems wrong, I don't believe you don't care. You've got family out there. The silver black boot that cracked my front tooth. It's a new kind of truth I'm getting used to. Come back lonely. How sad if only. I don't believe you don't care. You've got family out there. Where the power lines are down, whipping sparks around like angels touching down. Oh, I see you there. How sad if only. I don't believe you don't care. You got family out there. You got family out there. Everything okay in this region? like somebody's dropping a lot of stuff over here. Is everybody okay? I heard a phone and I heard a cup. You all heard it. All right.